Here is a list of equipment needed for a full O-ring replacement. We recommend purchasing genuine tack-wise parts to avoid tool malfunction. Always ensure you take the necessary safety precautions before starting. We recommend wearing safety goggles, gloves, and facing the tool away from your face at all times. Always ensure your tool is disconnected from the airline before starting. Prepare your work area by laying out all of your O-rings on your work surface. Remove the top cap by unscrewing the 4 Allen bolts with the Allen key. Remove the head valve, compression spring, seal and washer from the top cap. Use the hook or chosen tool to carefully remove the O-rings from the head valve one at a time. Match with the correct size and replace, ensuring each new O-ring is correctly placed into position. Take care not to damage the O-rings here. If damaged, do not use, as this may cause the tool to malfunction. Place the old O-rings to the side of your workstation to ensure they do not get mixed up with the new O-rings. Reassemble the washer, seal and compression spring. Lightly oil the head valve and reassemble into the top cap. Remove the collar and inspect for damage. If you see any signs of damage, such as tears or cracks, replace the collar. Remove the cylinder and driver unit. Remove the cylinder spacer and use your hook or chosen tool to remove the O-ring. Match with the correct size and carefully replace. Remove the O-rings from the cylinder and driver unit one at a time. Match with the correct size and replace all the O-rings. Lightly oil. Guide the driver unit back into the cylinder. Click the cylinder spacer into position, ensuring the flat side is facing downwards. Carefully guide back into the main body of the tool. Click into position. Reassemble the collar and top cap. Use the Allen key to tighten each of the 4 Allen bolts a little at a time, ensuring each bolt is evenly screwed down. Remove the top cap by unscrewing the 4 Allen bolts with your 4mm Allen key. Remove the cylinder, cylinder spacer, driver unit and collar and store safely to the side of your workspace. Use your punch and hammer to carefully knock out the 2 spring pins that hold the trigger in place. Remove the trigger and trigger spring and store safely in a dish to the side of your workspace. Knock out the 2 spring pins closest to the handle. Store safely in a dish to the side of your workspace. To access the remaining trigger parts, you will need to go in through the main body of the tool, as demonstrated. Use your chosen tool to carefully push the trigger valve down. This will release where the trigger sits. To dismantle the trigger valve, use the punch or chosen tool to knock the 2 pins out. Carefully remove the O-rings from the valve plunger, plunger cap and plunger one at a time taking care not to damage the O-rings. Match with the correct size and replace all the O-rings. To reassemble, place the valve plunger, spring, plunger and trigger valve head into the plunger cap. Line up the holes and click into position. Reassemble the 2 spring pins. Reassemble the complete trigger valve, ensuring the grooves line up with the spring pin holes. Reassemble the 2 spring pins, ensuring the shortest spring pin is reassembled into the hole closest to the handle. Gently knock into position using the hammer. Press the spring into the trigger unit and reposition into the tool, using a pin to guide the trigger into the correct position. Use your hammer to knock the remaining pins into place. Guide the cylinder, driver unit, cylinder spacer and collar back into the main body of the tool. Reassemble the top cap using the Allen key to tighten each of the 4 Allen bolts a little at a time and ensuring each bolt is evenly screwed down. Begin by removing the safety cover using the Allen key and spanner to loosen the Allen bolt and bolt cap. Use the Allen key to loosen the bolt at the back of the magazine. Place the magazine safely to the side of your workspace. Use the circlip pliers to remove the C-ring, feed piston cap and spring. Take care here as the spring may spring up with some force. Remove the feed bumper. Use your hook to remove the PU retainer and store safely to the side of your workspace. Using the circlip pliers, remove the pin feed piston and feed finger spring. Remove the feed piston and feed finger. Use the hook or chosen tool to remove the O-rings from the feed piston one at a time, taking care not to damage the O-rings. Match with the correct size and replace all the O-rings. Lightly oil. Reassemble the feed finger, feed piston and feed finger spring. Ensuring the legs of the feed finger spring line up with the grooves of the feed finger. Reassemble the pin feed piston and PU retainer. Reassemble the bumper, spring and feed piston cap. using your circlip pliers to carefully click the C-ring into position. Reassemble the magazine using your Allen key and spanner to tighten the Allen bolt and bolt cap. Reassemble the safety cover, placing the Allen bolt into the nose piece and ensuring the bolt cap is the same side as the safety cover.